On the morning of October 1, 2025, 47-year-old Sunshine Borjas left her Santa Rosa home with plans for a peaceful solo hike at Bodega Head, a rugged and scenic coastal trail she loved. The weather was mild, though the ocean mist hinted at the fog that often swallowed the cliffs later in the day. Sunshine told friends she'd be back by evening, a routine outing for an experienced hiker. When she didn't return home that night, her family knew something was wrong. The next morning, her white Subaru was found neatly parked at the trailhead, keys gone, doors locked. Her phone had gone silent the previous evening, its last signal pinging near the bluffs around 6:30 p.m. A heavy fog rolled in shortly after, cloaking the landscape in near total darkness, the perfect cover for mystery. Investigators quickly triangulated Sunshine's final phone ping. It came from a steep section of trail overlooking the Pacific, a place both breathtaking and dangerous. The terrain there is narrow, the cliffs sharp, and the wind unrelenting. Locals said visibility that evening was so poor you could barely see 5 feet ahead. It was the kind of fog that disorients even the most experienced hikers. There were no security cameras, no eyewitnesses, no one who remembered seeing Sunshine past mid-afternoon. The phone signal ended abruptly, as if the device had lost power or had been destroyed. Investigators faced a haunting truth: the trail might have swallowed her whole, or something darker had taken place before the fog rolled in. By dawn, dozens of search and rescue teams had descended on the area. K-9 units combed the trails, drones scanned the cliffs, and Coast Guard boats circled the waters below. The conditions, however, were brutal: dense fog, gusting winds, and unpredictable surf. Helicopters couldn't fly low enough to spot anything meaningful, and the ocean was relentless, crashing against the rocks with merciless force. Friends and family stood near the parking lot, watching rescuers disappear into the mist one by one. Hours turned into days, and still, no trace of Sunshine. No footprints, no clothing, no phone, nothing. The only sound that carried through the fog was the rhythmic hum of helicopters and the distant crash of waves. Bodega Head is both beautiful and treacherous. The cliffs rise sharply from the ocean, with narrow trails often shrouded in mist. Locals say the wind can change direction in seconds, strong enough to knock a person off balance. It's a place where cell service dies, sound travels strangely, and even the bravest hikers admit to feeling uneasy when the fog thickens. Investigators mapped every possible fall point, checking crevices and rocky outcroppings. Divers explored the surf zone, but currents were too dangerous for extended searches. Every possibility, accidental fall, animal encounter, voluntary disappearance, was considered. Yet without physical evidence, it was like chasing smoke through a storm. After 5 long days, Sonoma County Search and Rescue suspended active operations. Officials cited dangerous conditions and lack of new leads. For Sunshine's loved ones, it felt like the world had gone still. The trail remained open, yet eerily empty. Missing posters began appearing on poles and storefronts across Santa Rosa, her smiling photo standing in haunting contrast to the silence that followed. The case was turned back over to the Santa Rosa Police Department, who continued investigating behind the scenes. Online, people began trading theories, from tragic accident to sinister foul play. Sunshine had simply vanished, leaving behind a void as heavy as the fog that had swallowed her last known steps. Online forums lit up with speculation. Some believed Sunshine slipped and fell into the sea, her body carried away by powerful tides. Others wondered if someone else was on the trail that evening, perhaps an opportunist or a stranger lurking in the mist. There were even whispers of voluntary disappearance, though those who knew her said that wasn't like Sunshine at all. Her family remained certain she wouldn't have simply walked away. She had plans, friends, and no signs of distress. The fog may have hidden her final steps, but the sudden end of her phone signal hinted that something abrupt, perhaps violent, had occurred. To this day, no concrete evidence has surfaced to explain what really happened. Even after the official search ended, Sunshine's family refused to give up. They organized independent search teams, shared her story online, and pleaded for tips from anyone who might have been hiking that day. Candlelight vigils were held near the coast, friends gathering in silence as waves crashed below. "We just want to bring her home," her sister said tearfully. Every week, new volunteers visited the area, hoping to find something, anything, that had been missed. But the ocean gives little back, and the cliffs guard their secrets. For the people of Santa Rosa, Sunshine's disappearance became more than a mystery. It was a wound that refused to heal. Today, the case of Sunshine Borjas remains open, though the official search has gone quiet. Each sunrise brings a thin veil of mist over Bodega Head, a haunting reminder of the woman who walked into the fog and never came back. Her name lives on in quiet conversations and shared posts, each one asking the same question: what really happened that day? The Pacific Ocean holds many mysteries, but few as chilling as this one. Somewhere beyond the cliffs, beneath the endless gray, lies the truth, waiting to be uncovered. Before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into true crime. Share this with friends who follow these cases. The more awareness, the closer we get to answers.